Today we're going to talk about acupuncture and acupressure, 6,000 years of bioelectrical mastery for health. And we touched on it a little bit in the last lesson, but I want to go a little bit deeper because it's really great. A lot of people have heard about things like reflexology. So reflexology is something where you manipulate, here's your hand. This is the world's worst hand, just so you know. Okay? And, you know, we got a couple lines here like this or whatever, your lifeline. I know I'm a terrible artist. But anyways, what happens is you can move little pressure on various points in through here, like, for example, right in here, right? That can release a little bit of adrenaline after 20 minutes if you're, or 20 seconds if you're tired, right in there like that. But there's all kinds of points that relate to organs inside your body. Or here's, we're going to have you a really bad foot. Okay, same thing. By putting different points of pressure on your foot, if you've gone to a foot reflexology session, I mean, I've gone out walking for hours and hours. I like to walk the seawall in Vancouver. And you're going to come in and your feet's tired, your back's tired, whatever. You go in, sit down in one of these reflexology places, and, you know, the guy works your feet for like 20 minutes, and all of a sudden you feel like a totally new person. It's like, how did that work? Well, basically, in your body, so this is another really bad person. Not a bad person per se, but let me go. Oh, this is a terrible guy. I'll try and fix this up here. And there's his head. That's great. Oh man, I got to take art school or something. Anyways, but the bottom line, you get the idea. So basically what they found is that there's these meridian points that run through the body. It's like 12 different meridians, these electrical meridians. And they're not based on the organs like how you would arrange or the blood flow system. How they discovered this, I don't know, but it's been around for thousands of years. And by manipulating things here in your ears or your feet or your ankles or putting pressure points all around the body, they can have positive effects on your body. And if you haven't had to experience this, it's incredible. And I'll share with you a personal story. So years ago, when I was going to really detoxify my body, I had all kinds of acne problems and these type of things, and nothing I was using could fix that. And what I did is I finally went to a Chinese acupuncturist. And, you know, I was like, I don't know about this. And the guy started putting these little needles in my hand, and he put them in my ears, and he put them in my back. And, you know, I'd sit there and I'd go there, and then he'd run a little ray on top of me, and then he'd give me these crazy herbs to drink. And you know what? What I struggled with for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years was gone within 3 weeks. Totally cleared up my skin, never had a skin problem ever since. And I've literally got hundreds and hundreds of testimonials from that. So the technology is sound, just in case you're wondering. There is a lot of scientific research now that has demonstrated, you know, particularly for conditions that aren't solvable by the medical profession. Oftentimes they can be solved by Chinese acupuncturists and acupressure professionals. So how do you go out and select one? Well, look around in your local community. I tend to look at, you know, you get those little holistic magazines or that type of thing. There's usually someone in the back there. Go for a session or two, you know, get experience, ask about their history, ask about their background. Again, you get some testimonials from them, that sort of thing, and give it a try. And in fact, when it comes to acupuncture or natural-based medicine, I always go to the alternative or integrative care first before I go to the medical system. Because oftentimes, once you go to your MD, this, in my opinion, is kind of the last resort. If you can treat it through natural methods that enhance the health of your body, that's great. But the MD will, you know, they're using aggressive therapies to treat, you know, conditions. And oftentimes they don't actually treat the underlying cause. In China, they treat the underlying cause. An interesting story is in ancient China, that's how the hospital profession worked. If you were a doctor, they only paid you when they were healthy. If they got sick, the person stopped paying you. And isn't that an interesting idea and a concept that we could adapt here in the West? So I hope you enjoyed our lesson today on acupuncture and acupressure. Go get a reflexology session just to start out. That's painless. There's no needles involved or whatever, but it'll start to show you the power of what this technology can do for you. And doggone it, maybe I'll go get some art as well. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we'll see you on the next one.